The queen and the saintess are hugging each other. And Ning Tian is asking Luo Wuqing, "Play?" And Luo Wuqing replies, "Naturally, it's something that will make all of us happy." Then Luo Wuqing snaps and suddenly the surroundings change to an immortal spring. And Ning Tian is sitting there, and he says, "The immortal spring?" At that time the saintess crawls over to Ning Tian and says, "Patriarch, this spring contains your spiritual qi. Every time I come into the spring to bathe, I can't help but think of the patriarch's magnificence that day." Then she comes very close to Ning Tian and says, "If we cultivate together here, it'll give us great benefits." Then suddenly, Luo Wuqing and the Queen Mother appear on both sides of Ning Tian and hug him. And then Luo Wuqing says to Ning Tian, "Dear husband, come on. Let's break through together." And Ning Tian sits there silently and thinks, "This place is no different than the Heavenly Wind City. If I cannot withstand the trial, I'll sink into lust and die when they're done with me." Then Ning Tian says, "I said that my wife doesn't act like this. Queen Mother of the West Yaoqi Saint, this isn't you either. End this. I've seen through your tricks." Then those three distance themselves from Ning Tian. And then Luo Wuqing says, "I don't believe that you can withstand it." And the Queen Mother says, "That's right, sisters. We need to show him how strong we are." Then Luo Wuqing summons many shadow clones. And then all the shadow clones start rushing towards Ning Tian. They are laughing and saying, "Don't you like me? Don't resist me. It doesn't matter. Let yourself go." And all the shadow clones surround Ning Tian, saying, "Dear husband, don't you like me? Why don't you look at me?" Because of that, Ning Tian begins to sweat and is having a hard time. And then he activates God's record. A golden aura begins to emanate from Ning Tian's body, and then the golden aura wave attacks all the shadow clones. After that, a purple-colored door appears. Seeing that, Ning Tian says it's over. Then Ning Tian stands up and says, "I'm not the simple man you see me as." Then Ning Tian goes through that door to another place. And Ning Tian looks at the place and says, "Is this within the dream? Or have I left that hell and returned to reality?" At that time, someone calls from behind, "Patriarch?" Then Ning Tian saw two people coming towards him. And one man says, "The Patriarch has returned too." Then Ning Tian jumps and retreats some distance away from them. He shouts, "Stop!" Seeing that, the two men are confused as to why Ning Tian retreated. At the same time, Ning Tian is thinking, "I don't know if they are an illusion or not." Then a system notification pops up and says, "System activation of the mind reading card." Then Ning Tian begins to read their minds. They are thinking, "The Patriarch's so strong. If only I could be as strong as him. Is this the legendary Patriarch of the Heavenly Demonic Sect? He's kind of handsome. I heard he's a true man of character. I wonder, is he better than me?" Ning Tian is a little surprised to hear them and thinks, "Why are the Tianbao Holy Land's disciples so weird?" Listening to their thoughts confirms that they're real though. "It looks like I'm back to the real world." Ning Tian then asks, "Holy Son Ling Ao, when did you return?" And Holy Son Ling Ao replies, "Patriarch, we just arrived after you." In his mind he is very happy, thinking, "I'm speaking with the Patriarch." At that time the rest of the doors begin to appear. Then Ning Tian asks them, "Did you come out of the purple door? What dream did you experience?" Hearing that, Holy Son Ling Ao is confused and asks, "A dream?" Then Ning Tian says, "Don't tell me that you came from the life door." And Holy Son Ling Ao replies, "Indeed. After entering through the door, I met several wicked spirits at the peak of the Earth King realm. I arrived here after killing them." Hearing this, Ning Tian angrily says to the system, "You tricked me." And the system replies, "Host, calm down. This isn't the system's fault." While the host was using the mind reading card, the third great sage happened to be thinking of something else. Then Ning Tian tells, "Looks like that senior planned to take advantage of people's reverse point of thinking from the beginning, making the trial hard to predict." Then Holy Son Ling Ao asks Ning Tian, "Patriarch, could it be? The Patriarch came out of the purple door." And Ning Tian replies, "Yes." And everyone is surprised to hear that and shouts from the purple door, "The dream created by the great emperor was defeated by the Patriarch." Yes, senior brother and others chose the purple door too, but they haven't returned yet. I heard that most of the people who chose that door didn't return. I guess that it's a hard trial to defeat. Then the system notification starts coming, you shocked Ling Ao and the rest. Elementary Earth rank martial art earned, sword tracing shadow. Tenfold comprehension. Comprehension complete. The host's godly physique has slightly improved. Then a golden aura begins to emanate from Ning Tian's body. Ning Tian thinks the godly physique always amazes me. But this time the effect wasn't as good as the system's tenfold speed and thunder tribulation spiritual veins, perhaps because there is no cultivation progress. Ning Tian then opens his status window and see. Host, Ning Tian. Strength, 4-star Earth King Realm. Physique, godly physique, small progress. Skills, God rank skill, God's record, small accomplishment. Martial arts, water dragon step, heavenly demonic palm, heavenly sound slasher, nimble path, sword tracing shadow. Cultivation methods, tenfold cultivation. Martial arts comprehension, tenfold comprehension. Aura absorption, tenfold absorption. Then Ning Tian thinks, but how can I improve my physique? And behind Ning Tian, that man with the hat is standing. And he's thinking, damn it, how did this guy get so lucky and not die within the purple door? At that moment, something starts happening in the water, and everyone shouts, what's going on? What's happening now? And there, a tree appears in the water. Seeing that, everyone starts shouting, look over there. On that tree there are spiritual weapons, immortal weapons too. Seeing those weapons, one man starts rushing towards them, and he laughs and tells all of them are mine. But suddenly someone attacks with a palm, and that man immediately perishes there. Everyone is shocked to see this, and one man says that man just now was at least at the Sky King realm, but he was killed on the spot with just one palm. Then a white-haired woman dressed in white appears, and she tells, those who dare to break my third great sage's rules shall die.